Chapter 51 continued. The laundromat was up next. "I never used his silly list anyway. Clothes are clothes. Doesn't matter to me who they're on," said Mr. Bugwatty. Yes for laundromat. 8 yeses later, it was just down to the other 2 motels, Lagoon Motel and the Topaz Inn. I knew Topaz Inn was out, but Lagoon Motel I still had a shot at. I grabbed my letter and headed over there again. The manager was an old guy with a raspy voice. He frowned when he saw me. "What do you want?" he asked. "Did you read my letter?" I asked. "Yeah, I read your letter," he said. "And?" "I don't know," he said. "Don't get me wrong, kid. I get where you're coming from, but you and I both know that every time we push the buzzer, we are judging someone based on the way they look. I mean, it's not like we're judging them based on their personality or how they eat a fig. We are making a quick 10-second decision based on what they look like," he said. "But that's different," I said. "How's that different?" "It's not based on their skin color," I said. "It's based on other things, like are they walking funny, which probably means they're drunk? Are they pounding on the front door? Are they knocking politely?" "Yeah, but if you think about it," I could tell he was one of those people who just love to argue, and we were going to be there all day. So I decided to cut to the chase. "Look, I've got 7 shops who've agreed not to follow the list, plus us. If you join us, great. If you don't join us, I'm going to write a letter to the mayor's office." "Gosh darn it, kid," he harumphed, throwing his arms up. "You and your letters." "Are you in or are you out?" I asked him firmly. There was a long pause. "Fine, I'm in," he said finally. In the end, even Topaz Inn caved too. I told our towel and sheet supplier, who also happened to be their supplier and was African American. Once he heard about the list, he marched over to the Topaz Inn and threw a fit, threatening to stop selling them supplies unless they cut it out. Without a supplier for their towels and bedding, the Topaz Inn could not operate their business, so they had no chance but to get rid of their list. They apologized and blamed it all on their security guard, who they promptly fired. As the security guard crawled by a day after the Topaz let him go, he hollered to me, "You happy now? You cost me my job, kid." I shook my head at him. From the way he was walking, I could tell he'd been drinking. We Chinese are supposed to watch out for each other. Not if you're racist, I thought. My life's ruined because of you. I turned my back to him, but that just made him more mad. Hey, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. You're sitting there in your nice air-conditioned office. You think it's all fun and games, don't you? Well, guess what? He slurred. It's not. You have no idea what it's like for the rest of us. You don't know what it's like to be fired and to have no money and to go nowhere. That did it. You have no idea what I know, I yelled back at him. I've been getting fired since before you could read. I could write a book on what it's like to have no money. You know what else I know? That's no excuse to treat other people like dirt. The security guard walked away without another word.